good way. Over the years, I taught 4 or 5 courses. But at the moment, I teach modern Chinese history and ethnic minority studies in China. In the past, I taught nationalism in China, other courses. I can't remember. I was way, back then. Yeah, I came in 1997. I was introduced to the program by a friend who was intimate with the program, and also an old friend from the 80s. I was involved first as a guest speaker, then got involved more and more. When I first came to teach, it was called the Friends World. Still had a very strong flavor of Quakerism. Is that Quakerism? Letting the students to take education in their own hands and having a more or less one-on-one conversation with the advisor. The teacher was a very interesting, very unique idea, and still today, it is one of the very unique, one of the very rare programs in American educational system, because it doesn't feature the classroom, doesn't emphasize on the classroom that much as a regular school. It really just emphasizes on the experience, the experimental and experiential. The quality and the concentration on the field is still very much unique. So I think this is the value. Really, yes, this is the most important value of the program.
Can you say what experiential learning means to you?
This is a very broad question, and it's a very good, very interesting question. It actually, my own experience about the experiential learning actually kind of drew strong from the time when I was a student. I was a high school student during the Mao era, during the revolution, Cultural Revolution, because the Mao's philosophy of education was to encourage students, the students to take education in their own hands. So the teachers weren't supposed to be that important. And when I was involved first with Friends World Global College Education, I was surprised but very much amazed about with the similarity of these two philosophies. And I learned, my students led me by hand, taught me how to do devising, how to maintain a two-way conversation, and I benefited a great deal from that. But over the years of the course, I think I contributed that as well, because I put my own ideas into the process, especially when I was running China Center. And I think, the students are adults, so they need to be involved in planning and in engaging in practicing in the system. So it's more important than just being taught for students, especially when you're actually in the cultural environment that you're learning. And it's important that you put your feedback and let the teacher know. And more importantly, that the student has to really talk to the fellow students and as well as to the subject matter, which is people, the human environment. So for me, experiential learning is about engaging, about what do they say, not only observatory. Observatory engagement and talking to the subjects of your learning, which means humans, and also kind of sharing your experience and sharing your views with fellow students as well as the instructor and teaching staff. So it's a multiple layer and multiple direction kind of a education more than just a classroom talk and engagement.